You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. We are in, folks, a huge conflict, a world conflict. It is a war without bullets, though, at this point. Now, the United States government and its allies have chosen to use sanctions, economic sanctions against North Korea, Iran, Syria, any country they don't like. Some countries are more vocally pronounced as the enemies and sanctions are used against them. Others are quietly kept in the dark. Russia was one of them, folks. It had preferential trading status, but it was not really allowed into the club, if you will, Russia. Well, it looks like Russia is using its own version of sanctions, or if you will, economic warfare, the war without bullets, to punish back everyone else. Now, it's very fascinating to note also, I think, and we should take careful note of this, that Germany is at the center of this. Yes, Russia's at the center, but Germany also, just as they were back in World War II and then again in World War I. It should come as no surprise, folks, also, that economic war is monetary war, and it will turn into real war, military war. But right now, we're in this other stage. Are you prepared? In economic warfare, nations are attacked. Nations are affected. The people are made to suffer. You would think it would be anti-humanitarian to do what they're doing, yet our own governments do it to us. They have caused our currency to become worth less. We have inflation that causes extreme suffering amongst the poor, and it destroys the middle class. Folks, Putin's gas strategy right now gives Germany two choices, bad and worse, right? Will Germany and Germans suffer now or suffer later? Well, it may appear at this time that they're going to suffer all the time, no matter what choice they make at this point. It's just whether they want to eat a shit sandwich or have it forced down their throats, right? The entire shit buffet. And then we're supposed to believe that Putin has caused this, or was it NATO pushing Putin? And also, was it the German and European Union climate crisis BS that caused them to shut down their coal and the uranium energy programs that they had, making them reliant on Russian natural gas? And folks, we have to ask this. Well, if the other countries that were forced to pay for Russian gas in rubles by Russia, and then they were threatened with sanctions by the European Union for doing such a thing, is the European Union going to sanction Germany when they too are forced to pay Russia and Putin in rubles? Because they are. That's what Germany is being told by Russia. You will pay in rubles or we're going to cut you off. And we don't care at this point because you want to send tanks, anti-aircraft, other munitions into Ukraine to fight us. Well, what fun for Germany. Germany is now cast. They have a major role in this. And the German people are going to eat a lot of shit over this, folks. And the rest of the European people. And us in America. We aren't going to be exempt from this shit. We're going to suffer a lot of pain, all of us people, all for the benefit of Klaus Schwab and the ministers of death, folks, making their bioweapons and their Jim Jones juice. They're making money off that. They're the ministers of death, making it mandatory, requiring, right? They're making their weapons. And then they make the conditions come into play so that countries have to use them. So you have a war without bullets and you have a war with bullets. They've created their hyper dangerous boogeyman for us to hate. Putin. We're supposed to hate him in order to hide themselves, Klaus Schmidt and the rest of the gang. so we don't hate them, so we don't see them. We're supposed to hate Putin. He's the front man of hate. Folks, it's the aristocracy. It's the uber riche. It's the bankers and the woke corporations that are pushing all of this. It's the elected puppets who lie for votes and then sell out their people and their nations. I'm not fooled by any of this. I don't look at you or anyone else in this country as the enemy. Right? I know who the enemy is. I know who their foot soldiers are. Right? Their foot soldiers are out amongst us. They will challenge you and call you the bad guy when you know that you're the patriot. When you know you're not the problem, but they are the problem, trying to push their perverted sexuality on school children and ruin our country. Let our borders be open so that our enemies can invade us and steal from us. I know who the enemy is. It's not me. It's not you. We're the patriots. We're the Americans. We want freedom and liberty. We want fairness and justice, right? All of that stuff. The question is, are you prepared? That's a big question, because it is now a foregone conclusion that we're going to have to suffer and suffer more and more and more. Chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. Thank you for your support at the Prepared Mind channel, the Prepared Mind Network, theprsyndicate.com. We're on your side, folks, trying to make these goods available for you. Right here. There we go. You know, Berkey water filters, My Patriot Supply. These are companies that we're associated with in order to get you what you need to help get through the shit that's coming. SD Bullion, if you've got wealth, protect it. Jay's Antibiotics, it's food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine and a means of self-defense. Real medicine. You can now get the real cure for cerveza bug without a prescription. Without a prescription, you can get that at thepreparedmind.club. Not from us, but from one of our associates. Right? We associate with pro-America. Our enemies at the top are associating with anti-America. And our anti-American U.S. government that is trying to censor us and create bureaucratic bodies to make you the bad guy. Oh, we're a long way, folks. We're a long way from that America that saw communism as its enemy. Well, it's socialism, folks. It's socialism. It uses Marxist or communist principles, but it's pushing for its own power, control, and wealth. Get prepared. Chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. Semper Fi. Godspeed.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.